Definitely not expected, and it's where we're at. I mean, there's no way to say it. Just a brutal road trip, and on a lot of factors. Just never got really anything going. We've got to be better, on all aspects of the game. And what's frustrating and what everybody's frustrated about is we've got the guys to do it. And so if it's these last 39 games, at the end of the day, at the start of spring training, if we said 39 games to go, and we got a chance to get in, or we're up a game and a half, we would take that. Now we know we've got to play better baseball. We're going to play better baseball. We're going to get hot, and just to continue, there is a sense of urgency. The guys are battling, playing hard. But once we get a couple of things clicking, whether it's offensively and get a couple of good starts, we have a chance to get going.
How are you going to survive these 39 games with the state of your starting pitching being what it is? What is your path to doing that?
Yeah, it's no excuses. It's everybody coming together. This is what we got. This is the group we have. There's a ton of belief. In the group, there's nobody else coming. This is it. And so it's got to be a group of men just fighting, competing for every pitch. Honestly, it's just a fight for the strike zone. When we're on the mound, getting strike one and staying aggressive, and then being relentless in the zone at the plate. Those are the things we're going to have to do. And you can't take pitches off. We can't take innings off. It's just going to be a group. Constantly these last 39 games, what we have to do. It's these things are hard to fight out of. But if you can, and we will, these things are going to make us stronger here. So what we have is a great opportunity in front of us. Now, like I said last night, we've got to go take it.
Mentally, where would you say this team is right now? And are they in the right spot to turn this thing around in the near future and get it going in the right direction?
Yeah, I think, where we're at, pissed off, frustrated, which, those can be good things. As far as, are we in the right frame? Yeah, absolutely. I think an edgy, upset group, I think that's a good thing going down the stretch.
Same thing. I know it's obviously been the talk over the last week or two, but if you can focus on that and focus on the negatives, those will end up piling up. I think for us, we're a team that can really go out and get hot at any given point. We can run out to 10 wins in a row. We can do. We've shown that. So at the end of the day, if we want to focus on the negatives, I feel like those things will continue to pile up. If we just look ahead, know what we're highly capable of, the negatives will start to go away and we'll see more positive results.
And clearly nobody wants to focus on the negatives, but at the same time, what is it that, how do you continue to put those things behind you? It's been sort of gut punch after gut punch, especially on this last road trip.
Yeah, that's what you do as a big leaguer. You go through these stretches as a professional, as through 162. Each team we play is also a professional team as well, and those guys are, every team across the way is a good team. I think a lot of things too. We've had some line outs, some hard hit balls that haven't got in. I think you change some of those around, our luck starts to turn, and next thing you know, you look up and we're winning the ball game. So I think we've definitely had some bad luck along with some poor play as well at times. But I think through 162, there's not one team that doesn't go through something like that, and it just happens to be in August, a little later in the season. But at the end of the day, you're trying to get hot at the end of the season. That's what really matters. At the last game of the season, you're definitely not going to look back at anything that happened in August. It'd be harder to get out of them. So we focus on this homestand. We love playing at home. We love playing in front of our crowd, and looking forward to having a good homestand when we get back.
How surprised are you, given how great you guys were playing even through the middle of July, that your lead is down to 1.5 in the wild card game and you're fading fast in the National League West?
Yeah, I don't think anybody should be surprised at anything that happens throughout 162. There's wild things that happen in baseball at any given moment. yeah, the standings are what they are, but the standings will be different in a month and a half from now. So you can focus on who's behind you, who's ahead of you, how many games left, what schedules left, or whatever. But at the end of the day, as far as being surprised, I think you always have to expect the unexpected, and through 162, you're going to see plenty of those.
There were a lot of good things that happened. Couple hiccups in the first inning, but got things rolling pretty good. A couple bleeders in there. Yeah, it's an unfortunate intro to the group. I feel bad for what happened. It's not the way you want things to start off with your new group of guys, especially in a situation to kind of stop the bleeding and salvage a game in the series, going into an off day and then going back home. But sometimes you run into some tough spots throughout the season, and it happens at times early in the year, mid-season, late in the season, but we're still in a good spot to accomplish what we set out to accomplish. So find a way to put it behind us, have an off day, and then come out Friday ready to go. Yeah, well, I think when things are going in a tough direction, it's hard to kind of put those things out of your mind and show up the next day and be prepared to win a ball game. But I think we have to do our best to realize that we are still in a great spot to accomplish everything that this team has set out to accomplish in spring training. And if we can focus on that mindset and not let this series kind of cloud our vision of the future, things will be just fine. And like I said before, this group has everything necessary to make a postseason run and have tremendous success in October. And we need to remember that. Even when series like this happen, you just got to remember that we got to come out Friday and expect to win a series. And this group can string together 5, 6, 7 wins in a row, no problem, especially with the talent here. And if we can keep that in mind, good things will happen.